Today's video will be a detailed look at the inside pages of my planner and journals, a look at 2 planners that I've been experimenting with, as well as lots of new stickers for the fall and winter, and I will show you the layouts that I'm going to use them for. This video is time-stamped so you can jump to where you want. Hello everybody, I'm Jimmy. Welcome back to my channel, or for those of you who are new, welcome. Today I am going to show you how I've decided to use some of my inside pages and my traveler's notebooks. I've come up with some new things. I just like to change it up most every month, but sometimes, definitely change it up for the seasons. So it's just fun and it keeps it interesting. And as you can see, I am not in Zuri anymore. Last video I was in Zuri. This is a Zuri 2.0 by Planner Perfect. All of my traveler's notebooks are Planner Perfect. It's just the only one that I love, and I know it's going to be quality. They have a sturdier spine. And the colors, I just love it all. Love it all. So this is the Zuri 2.0 that I was in. But I moved into Olivia. So this is a nice green. See how the spine is always so sturdy with Planner Perfect? You know you're going to get quality with these. Did you notice? I don't know if you noticed. Did you notice my cup? Promoted to grandma. Can you believe that? Established 2026. My one and only daughter is expecting. So if things go as planned, I will be a grandma sometime next summer. Probably in June, but oh, I'm so excited. I have 3 adult sons and 1 adult daughter. So, and my youngest son just turned 22. So he's a fresh adult. He's freshly an adult. And I'll be a freshly new grandma. So I am so excited. Oh, and look at this. We had a 24th birthday party for one of my sons last night at a restaurant. And my daughter brought me this. Isn't that so cute? She knows I love Christmas ornaments. I love putting the ornaments on the tree, unpacking them and putting them on each year, and recognizing where they came from. So every year when I put this on the tree, I'll think of, this is when Pauline told me that she was having a baby. I love it. And usually when we travel, I get ornaments, Christmas ornaments from wherever we are, and then I can remember it. And also, I wanted to do that with ornaments so that when I do have grandchildren, even before she told me she was pregnant, so when I do have grandchildren, that they can love coming over to grandma's house and seeing all the fun ornaments and hearing the stories about them, if they want to. But they will definitely love seeing all the different ornaments on the tree. So that's a fun thing. Anyway, oh, glitter got on here. So here I have Olivia. I have 2 Planner Perfect charms. These are such good quality. And Jenny, the owner and founder of Planner Perfect, has just released new holiday charms that are Nutcracker themed, the Nutcracker Ballet. So I'll just put them up here. We saw the Nutcracker Ballet a few times. Last year we saw it and just was better than it's ever been before. We were in the 3rd row in front of the orchestra. I love Tchaikovsky, the music of the Nutcracker, and I just love all of that. I'm really into classical music, so my kids, know classical music, and that's what I played when they were little. Mozart, Vivaldi, and Tchaikovsky. So anyway, the Nutcracker has a special place in my heart, and I can't wait to get some of these Nutcracker charms. I am a Planner Perfect ambassador, so you can get 20% off all Planner Perfect charms, leathers, fur bags. Everything is the highest quality. And yes, so use my code if you're going to get something and save yourself 20%. It is a one-time code. So the more you get, the more you save. Anyway, this is Olivia. Isn't that beautiful? I love opening up my planner every morning and seeing such pretty things. So this is November, and I flipped through this last video. I had these goal pages that I went through. All right, now here is where I stopped last week, and this page I said I was going to use for tracking my reading and my books. Last video I did book reviews on the books I'm reading now, but I ended up using this for lawn and yard maintenance to get the yard ready for winter. Actually, when I was watching Jenny Penton's Plan With Me video for November, she had goals for getting her yard ready for winter. So that made me go, oh, I need to do that too. So I wrote down the things I need to do. I've already done this, bought a perennial bush and planted it. I took out all the impatiens from the window boxes and planted a bunch of pansies in the window boxes because they make it through the winter here. Mow one last time. I scheduled power washing. Yeah, so I am doing good with my goals. Now this next page was a weekly layout. It was the first week of November. But I had that week in my October planner. So what I did is I just pasted these papers over it. And these are Cocoa Daisy papers with stickers. So I just thought that was pretty. And then I'm using it as a menu plan. And again, this is the Cocoa Daisy November kit, which comes with tabs and the journaling kit. I put the first week of meals here. We've already had that. Have we had the others? No, we're having this tonight. So I check them off as we eat them. And then when I do the menu plan, which is actually tomorrow, I do that on Thursdays, I'll put the other ones here. So 2 pages is good for the whole month. And then for the following pages that are blank for that week, I'm keeping track of what I actually ate. So this helps. It really helps with my issues, with my health issues, to see what agrees with me and what doesn't. If I was awake a lot in the night or had stomach issues, I can look back and see what I ate. So it's just a whole host of new issues that I've never had to deal with before. So this really helps. I just did each day and put what I had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks. This is today, and I have not had lunch yet, but I know what I'm gonna have. Haven't had my snack or the dinner, but I like to write it ahead of time in the morning so that I don't stray from the healthy food that I'm supposed to eat. So that way I have it all planned out. And then I have more pages for the rest of the month. I think this should be enough. If not, I can tip some pages in, but I think that should be good. So this is going to be very helpful. The meal plan and what I actually ate. And then this is this week. I loved this Planner Perfect page. I love these stickers. So it's just a pretty basic week. And then, oh, I started doing this. So I wrote down important things for this week on the first page. I don't always use a double page spread, so I'm just kind of winging it. So I needed a place, though, to put things coming up, especially now that it's getting closer to Thanksgiving and the holidays. I'm going to have a lot I need to get done. So this week I just put the important things. And let me see. I can go ahead and fill this in because Michael's birthday was last night and I did all the stuff. I had fun making this card for him with my Canon Ivy printer and tried to represent the different stages of his life. So they loved it, and it got passed around the table. So win. Yeah, that was a success. So then Sunday, I love the green in here. And this is Planner Perfect from a couple years ago. And so is this. I just did regular scripting, slept well, mapped out my day, make a big batch of oatmeal. I like to do that once a week. And I've been reading my Hind's Feet on High Places book. It's an allegory, and I read it in my 20s, and it's just so good. The main character's name is Much Afraid. Much Afraid. And that's me. I just feel like most of our problems, most of our, mental or emotional or spiritual things stem from fear at a deeper level. It stems from some kind of fear of not being accepted, even fear of not sleeping well so we can handle the next day, just fear. So her name is Much Afraid, and it's how she overcomes that. And like I said, it's an allegory, and she meets up with the shepherd who represents Christ, and she has two companions, and they're called Sorrow and Suffering. But the allegoric meaning is that we need to embrace our sorrow and suffering, to learn from it and to feel it. This is what I got from it, at least, instead of repressing that stuff, and then it turns into disease in our body. Obviously, I'm reading into it way more than what it said, but that's just what I get from what I'm studying and stuff now. And then her cousin, Pride, comes and tries to get her back down into the valley of humiliation. It's just really good. Hind's Feet on High Places. So I'm reading one chapter a day with my breakfast, and I love it. I'm finding new and interesting treasures in the book now that I'm in my 60s as compared to my 20s. It just speaks to me in a different way now. Then Monday, I didn't really script how you would think scripting would be. And this is one thing I love about Planner Perfect, and this method is you can make it whatever you need it to be for you at that time in your life, and it changes. Sometimes I do need more structure. But here, I decorated this with HanCanPlan. Isn't that pretty? I love her stickers. I slept pretty decently, although I woke a lot. I had a bad headache. I'd rather have a bad headache than not sleep, though, so I'll take it. I think I didn't manage my nervous system yesterday and all weekend. I need to be more diligent and purposeful time without my phone to help reset my nervous system, like Dr. Aditi's book suggests. And I've shown this book before, The 5 Resets. And I still look back at this. This is one of those books that stays out on my counter, and I reference it a lot. And the reason I was writing this is because when I do feel a certain way, I want to do what's in my power to heal. So if I write about it, then I come up with a solution. I'll schedule 2 periods during today for 20 minutes on my phone each time, because I felt like that was a big part of it, is reaching for my phone and then just, scrolling to all of a sudden an hour goes by and I'm all tense and I've been looking at my phone. And that is a big part of my healing, is to let go of that constant distraction. I need to take time to breathe deeply, gaze out the window, and be present. Okay, so what 2 times shall I choose? Let's try 20 minutes before lunch and 20 minutes before dinner. We'll see how that works just for today. And then I copied a quote from this poem called Just for Today. It's popular with 12-step groups. But just for today, I will have a plan. I may not follow it exactly, but I will have it. I will save myself from 2 pests, hurry and indecision. And so it is. Yeah, so that was a good day. That helped me and my day went well. Then yesterday was here, and again, this is HanCanPlan. Slept decently last night, have hazelnut coffee in my big comfy chair, journal, morning pages, and plan my day in my new Cultivate What Matters daily planner. I will show you that probably near the end of this video. I've got two new planners that I'm kind of messing around and experimenting with. So hopefully I'll show you that near the end of this video. Even though I feel like I have a lot to do today, I want to practice presence, being in the present moment and not constantly seeking the next thing. That wreaks havoc on my nervous system. From my reading this morning, seeking and avoiding are expensive uses of our energy. So that was good. And here's more that I copied. The way isn't difficult for those who are unattached to their preferences. True freedom and contentment begin to find their way to us when we can see things as they are, neutral, and not spend so much energy manipulating things according to our preferences. When it rains, I let it. And that's all about acceptance, which is my word of the year. And gosh, I'm going to have to come up with a new one now because the year's almost over. I feel like I want to maybe use that same word again. I'm just not done with it. But this is so true, our preferences. I know a person and their preferences are what I feel is making them so unhappy. Nothing is ever like they want it to be. If only it could be like this. And I like it, when it's sunny. I don't like it when it rains. So they're unhappy because it rains. Like, that's something you can't control. And just having so many preferences of having to have things be a certain way in order for you to be happy. It's just very unhealthy. So I try not to be attached to my preferences. I try not to have preferences. And that is acceptance. And, that's one of the paths to peace. When it rains, I let it. Yeah. So not having so many preferences. And that's all my scripting for this week so far. And then I went ahead and decorated my following weeks. So this will be next week, and I went ahead and filled a little bit out. I love this. Again, this is Planner Perfect. I love the colors. And then, oh yeah, I went ahead and did a this week page so I can go ahead and start writing things down. Yeah, that's really helpful. It makes me feel more grounded, knowing that, okay, I have a time and a place for all the things. And if something pops into my head, oh no, I need to do that before the holidays or whatever, I can just turn to the page and I have a place to put it. So it really brings me peace. That and not having preferences. And this is a practice. I'm nowhere near not having preferences all the time, but it's a practice. It's something that we strive toward, right? Progress, not perfection. This is the week after that. I love these colors. These are Cocoa Daisy weeks, days of the week, and the rest is Planner Perfect, but I just love those subtle colors. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I love this. And then I didn't do it this week yet, but I'm going to. And then Thanksgiving week. I like it darker brown for Thanksgiving. And this is all Planner Perfect. These days of the week are TinyKatePlans. She has days of the week. There's some in all different colors and sizes. So I love getting those because then I can match whatever the week is. All right, so that is my main November planner. Goals meal plan, what I ate, and then just my weeks and my scripting. So yeah, that's that. Need to take a sip. Grandma! Okay, now this, I put this on top to cover up that it said October. I did not mean to get it with the word October on there. I just made a mistake. So this is what I'm using for my journal. This journal came with the sub box this month, which I love. I'm so glad it doesn't have a date on it. So I can use this whenever. Yeah, it may be next year, it may be next month, I don't know. But I have it, but I wanted to finish this one that I started in October. Sometimes I just don't journal that much, and then sometimes I journal a lot. It just depends. So I've been through this on my past videos. Let's see, where did I stop? I think I put a clip there. Yes, I did. Okay, that's where I stopped. All right, so here, this is a printout that I got from Planning with Carol and Taylor. But I will put a link below, and I'll write it here on the screen what it is. But it's Carol and Taylor's Facebook group, and they have this in one of the posts, and you can download it and print it. And then I cut mine out, and I just put it in here, but it's journaling prompts, and then I put some stickers on it. But I love these prompts. Some prompts I don't like, but these make you think a little deeper. I love these prompts. So the first one is, what is one simple thing that made you smile today? So I put one simple thing that made me smile today was all the bright, colorful faces of the new pansies at the plant nursery. It's like they perk up and turn their little faces toward me as I pass by, smiling at me, bobbing their heads because they're so excited and happy to be there. Yeah, so that's a simple thing that made me smile today. The next is, what part of your morning routine brings you peace? And it's funny because some of these I need like 3 and 4 pages to write because I'm very long-winded when I write, which I love. It's healing for me. So part of my morning routine that brought me peace. The part of my morning routine that brings me peace is all of it. All of it brings me peace. Waking up to the smell of hot brewed coffee and discovering what flavor my husband made for us this morning. My favorite flavor is hazelnut and his is pumpkin. And see, these are keepsakes. So like when my grandchild finds these one day when she's an adult and looks back on it, she can go, oh, Grandpa's favorite was pumpkin, so is mine. You know, they're keepsakes. Okay, back to my peaceful routine. It's peaceful to still be in my soft plush robe, wrapped around me like a blanket. It brings me peace to tiptoe quietly through the house, turning on only the lowest lights so I can behold the first glimmers of the soft golden sun. I peek out each window, making sure the world is as I left it. Then I settle into my big, comfy chair, hot coffee in hand. The freedom of what I can do during this morning coffee time. I can read, do my morning pages, journal, or simply sit and breathe and hold my warm mug. The spaciousness of this dedicated time brings me peace. So like that's freedom. I just have like an hour or two just to do what I want and sit and contemplate, drink my coffee. I can journal if I want. I can read if I want, or just sit. Depending on what time I get up, I have between 1 and 2 hours. No rushing. I have an abundance of time. This is one of my favorite affirmations. I just love it. I have an abundance of time. It keeps us from rushing toward the next thing. It helps us to be present. So we're not constantly thinking, oh, what do I have to do next? We can be where we are. All right, the next prompt was describe a small moment from today that you are grateful for. Oh, this is a good one. A small moment today that I am grateful for. I was looking out the window when the neighbors were walking by on their evening stroll. I like to just gaze out the window sometimes. I stand by the window and just watch people because I live in a pretty busy neighborhood. There's, people walking by and jogging and stuff. So they were walking by on their evening stroll. They're very happy to be alive. Little 4-year-old blonde girl skips ahead on the sidewalk while the dad tries to pick up his pace a bit. He is the little girl's protector, after all. The little girl's mother is casually making her way down the sidewalk, chatting and laughing with an older woman whom I presume to be the little girl's grandmother. Such a peaceful, pleasant scene of generations of a family taking an evening stroll. Such an ordinary thing, yet so touching. I thought to myself as I watched them float away, that'll be us someday soon. I will be the older woman walking beside my daughter, who is the little girl's mother. Only, in my story, the little girl could possibly be the little boy. Yeah, because I'm going to be a grandma. So that was neat. And I messed up writing here, so I just covered it with some washi tape. Yeah, but that was just a magical scene because I was like, that's going to be me. I guess, when you get older, you realize the brevity of life and just how fast it goes. There's this movie you have to see. If you haven't seen it, it's called Here, Here, with Tom Hanks. And the whole movie is set in one scene, but it spans from Native American times all the way to modern times and everything that has happened in that one spot. The home that was built and the comings and goings of people, and it switches back and forth. But I love that because of the way it spans lifetimes, and it makes us realize how short life is, which makes us more appreciative of it, I guess, or makes us embrace things now. We don't want to miss it. What scent, sound, or taste brings you comfort? And of course, being extra that I am, I have to do all of them. Scent, sound, and taste. So the scents that bring me comfort are apple cider, cinnamon, like mulled cider in the fall. It makes me feel cozy and warm. I also love the smell of linen, like laundry being done. It reminds me of home, of clean clothes hanging on a clothesline, like when we were Mennonite. It makes me long for a simpler time, a wholesomeness, a slower life when we didn't rush about. The smell makes me pause and realize I can have that simple, wholesome life anytime I choose. I choose it daily. Cozy is a lifestyle, not a phase. Yeah, so just because we don't live in that community anymore, I can still embrace the things that I loved about it. So the smell of linen. Another scent that brings me comfort is the aroma of wet autumn leaves when a cool breeze delivers the freshness of the earth. I love going outside and you smell wet leaves and acorns, and I love it. It's like the smell of fall. And then sounds that bring me comfort are children laughing and playing. This is where I messed up too, so I put leaves over it. I love hearing children laughing and playing in the distance. And another sound is the crisp autumn leaves jingling and rustling in the wind. I love that. And the percolating of the coffee being made and the smell. And then tastes that bring me comfort: toasted almond coffee and hazelnut. And I love vanilla in rice pudding or tapioca or bread pudding. It's just so comforting. I just love that smell. And then I love the taste of warm milk with a touch of sugar and maybe a splash of nutmeg. It's just so comforting. And I love fresh ginger. I put fresh ginger root in my smoothie every day. It's just such a fresh, invigorating taste and smell. All right, so that was that one. Then today, what is something in nature you are grateful for? All right, in nature, I am grateful for the changing of the seasons. Definitely the changing of the seasons. I love the crisp, cool, fresh weather of autumn with all the magnificently brightly colored foliage. I love the barrenness and spaciousness of winter and how it's so much easier to see the birds on bare trees. Winter is the best time for bird watching. There's no leaves. You can see all the birds. And I love the smell of snow, even though we don't get much here. When I lived in North Jersey, we got a lot, and I love that smell. All right, I love the first glimpses of spring, sighting the crocuses like I found the hidden treasure. I love the pastel colors of spring flowers and the bright colors. I love the daffodils. And the birds being all excited about their new babies. Yeah. And then I love the ease of summer, the bright green trees, and relaxing pace. I love all the seasons. So that was my answer to what I love in nature. And that's all. I don't know if I'll decorate these pages ahead of time. I think I will. I love turning to a blank page that has decorations on it. It makes me want to use it, and I'm ready. I'm not going to do all of them, but I'll do a few. So that's that. That is my journal. And then we have my 6 month. And I went through some of this last video. What it has, it has the month, and then it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks afterward. And then another month. And this is HanCanPlan. This is HanCanPlan. That's Cocoa Daisy. This is TinyKatePlans. I love TinyKatePlans. I have a discount code for her, which is Jimmy15 for 15% off. She's the one that has these days of the week in the different colors. Oh, there's a loud car outside. And all these are hers too. So she has some practical stickers too. Water trackers, yoga, water plants, movie night. I like keeping these together because when I'm doing my planning, it reminds me what I need to put on my week. Shower. This is to remind me to do my art, which I haven't been doing. She has weather stickers, yeah, in different sizes. So TinyKatePlans, and this is all her too. This is her original artwork. She's such a gifted artist, and I think I've said this before, she's also into birds like I am, so I love that. This is HanCanPlan again. I got HanCanPlan stickers. You can get 1 sheet for each month, so you have a whole year of monthly stickers. So this was September, and this is TinyKatePlans again. Isn't that so sweet? Look at this little raccoon mom with raccoon baby. Isn't that so sweet? Yeah, so I love that. This is also TinyKatePlans. Ah, just so cute. This is HanCanPlan for the month. Another TinyKatePlans. Isn't that just adorable? They're so whimsical. I love that about her stickers. Just whimsical and fun. This is HanCanPlan, November. And I went ahead and started decorating these. This is TinyKatePlans. And I started this but haven't finished yet. So I'm going to use a not that one, I already used that one. I'm going to use a combination of these for this week. sizes. See, just the way the leaves are like swirling. It is, even the leaves are whimsical. So I'm going to use that for this week. I'm going to use this for the week before Thanksgiving. These are size medium, by the way. You can get different sizes, small, medium, and large. The large is like this size. This is the medium. Then I don't know what the small is. I haven't gotten a small one yet. But the medium is perfect for this weekly layout in this size wide. And then for Thanksgiving week, I have this by TinyKatePlans. Isn't that cute? And you know, I can still use some of these other stickers to go with it. So yeah, and then I haven't done the next week's. I have done December. And this is HanCanPlan. And oh, I've got to schedule my mammogram. That is what I have in my planner now. And I have this blank journal, which I just stuck in here because it's so pretty. So don't want to put it on a shelf. I wanted to show you this. This is MakseLife, and this is actually from a couple of years ago. And I just put tape over the dates. I didn't want to buy a whole nother MakseLife because I wasn't sure if I wanted to use it. The thing is it comes with all the extra pages because it's very heavy in goal setting, which I loved at the time, but I don't want all that extra stuff now. I have 2 videos on MakseLife that goes into detail if you're interested, and I will leave the links to those videos below in the description. But anyway, it was fun decorating it. That's HanCanPlan. Yeah, I just thought it was fun. This is HanCanPlan. What got me started on this is I was watching a HanCanPlan video, a plan with me she has, but hers is an Erin Condren. So I got an Erin Condren because this, I still have some blank pages, but it's mostly used. So that was just to see how it went and if I wanted to do the week, and I did like it. So I got this from Erin Condren, and this is a stencil, so that might come in handy. I just picked whatever cover was on there. I don't really care about the cover because I leave it open. So the thing I loved about it when I watched Hannah's video was the way she set up her month. And then she set up this page really nicely, and she sells stickers that go exactly with this planner, which I have now. So I was just experimenting with it because those dates had passed. See, September. So October, and I did not decorate it, but I started kind of using it. Oh yeah, this is HanCanPlan. Isn't that so pretty? I had more fun decorating it and then filling it in, and I'm gonna go watch that video again by HanCanPlan. I just love the way she sets up her week, and she makes it look so easy. I want to show you a few of the HanCanPlan stickers before I show you the layouts I did with them. I think this is the Patreon. Yes, this is the Patreon. If you join her Patreon, you get it's really kind of like a sticker club. So you get a sticker pack each month. This is what we received for the month of October. I think this may have been a mistake. I don't know if you're supposed to get 2 of these or not, but I will take them. And a nice sheet of decorative Christmas stickers. I like this, that it's way ahead of time. Yeah, so it gets me thinking about Christmas. Oh, nice. I love it when they come with their own washi tape. That's cute. I like the colors of that too. And then some Christmas houses. Nice. I love HanCanPlan. I have a code for HanCanPlan if you want to save 20%. You can use Jimmy20, Jimi 20 to save 20%. All right, let's see what's in here. All right, I have already looked at these, so they might be out of order. And these came with it. This was a freebie. Isn't that cute? I always love her style, the style of stickers. And this one's cute. That's good for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Nice. Instead of going through all of these, I'm going to show you how they look already in my planner. Isn't that pretty? I still have to I was going to put some of these for decoration on there because they match. I love the orange and the blue. So these are her bonus decor sheets. They start with a B. I got 2 of each. I just love that. So those will go nice. For this layout in the Erin Condren, I bought a MakseLife monthly sheet, M, and then whatever number of design it is. So the MakseLife monthly fits the monthly in this Erin Condren. So that worked out perfectly, didn't it? So if you're gonna do your monthly in your Erin Condren, get the MakseLife monthly from HanCanPlan. And then this page, I love this too. So I did it exactly how Hannah did it on her video. And I used this, the 7x9 EC, which is Erin Condren, monthly dashboard, DB, and then the number of design it is. And that fits perfectly. It's made for this layout. And I'm gonna put the names of the books on here. You can also get this in lined, I believe, and a habit tracker. So you get to choose between the books, the lines, or a habit tracker. So I chose the books. And these match it pretty well. So I did this page in that. Don't you just love this? Yeah, so I still haven't filled it out because I wanted to show you. And then there are little words on here, so I put goals for there, to-dos here, and to clean because I'm trying to declutter, and I am not being very successful. And this is the week layout. This is this week, and I haven't written in it. So I love these designs. So this is the bonus decor for these little stickers. And then this K180. So that's this. And those little things here are these for the meals. And then this one is all of these and some other things. And the numbers. Oh, it's also these days of the week, and then you put the numbers on. So that was here. And then this one, which is just the boxes and the flags. Yeah, so these are the ones to use for this layout. They start with K. And then the bonus. So K, C, A2, D, and then the bonus. I love the way this turned out. However, I might not use the Erin Condren. It is really fun playing with it, but I just can't justify using it. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. It's like I already keep track of this stuff. And also because I have one other thing I have to show you. But isn't that just so pretty? It's like I wish I had more things to put in it. But I don't know. And you know, the whole thing's an experiment. You know, you don't know unless you try it. Here is what I want to show you. Now, this is from Cultivate What Matters, and this is their daily goal planner. This is a nice fabric cover, but it's hard. Fresh Start Daily Goal Planner. I love the color. Cultivate What Matters. That's the name of the company. And again, I don't really care about the cover because I leave it open. And it has a little bookmark. I love this. This is really coming in handy. I just skipped all of these front pages. Maybe I'll fill them out for the new year. I just haven't done anything with it yet because that's not what I got it for. Oh, that's good. What I'm saying yes to, what I'm saying no to. That'd be a good daily thing. So it has a lot of reflection pages, goal setting pages. A lot. Oh, so I guess this must be one a month, perhaps. Goal action plan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it has 8 goal action plans. Is this an 8 month? I don't even know. And this is undated. And that's what I love about it too. It's undated. My goals this season, so it looks like it's broken up by season, month, and then it has the monthly layout. And I filled in this. I like filling it in myself and just writing the numbers in. And I like this because, see, it folds and it's kind of small. So in the morning, I can have this with me in my big comfy chair with my coffee. See the size difference? This is the Erin Condren, and this is the Cultivate What Matters. See, it's a lot smaller. And I like both. So let's get back to here. So where were we? We looked at, okay, the monthly. And I love it that it's undated. Then if I decide to take a break or for some reason not use it 1 month, it's fine. So that's November, and I wrote down a few things. I did not fill out this stuff. So this comes before every month. Monthly action items, weekly action items. I might start doing this. I just haven't yet. Notes. I do like the weekly refresh, although I did not do it this week. I just put what matters most this week, which was prepping for my son's birthday and winterizing the yard. And it has a what's ahead, goals to focus on, and habits to attend. So that's the weekly. And then I actually started this on a Saturday. That's just when I got it in the mail. I like it because I can list all the things I need to get done that day, even little things, write down what my main priority is, and then it has a timetable here, or whatever you call this, so I can take all the things that I need to do and slip them in and have a balanced day. I love this format. So I have been doing it every morning, and it really helps. And then I can put today's win. Yeah, but it's just simple. And I circled the things that I want to take over to the next day. See, and I didn't even do all of this, which is fine. I want it to work for me, not, me feeling stressed about filling things out. Yeah, so I just love the format. It's just so easy and simple. And then when I think of something that I need to do, then I can just go to the day I think it should be done on and put it on there. If I don't do it that day, I can move it to the next day. So I am loving this. And then weekly refresh. So I put the main things for the week. What matters most this week? Getting house and room ready for company. Yeah, but don't you love this layout? It's just so simple and easy to use. And if I skip a day, it's fine because it's not dated. I did predate the rest of November because I just had a lot of stuff to write down. It's just a busy time of year, so I needed this more. Maybe start my exercise class again. I haven't been going, but my health is starting to improve. I'm seeing little glimmers of hope, so that's good. But I just love this format. And I went ahead and filled out some things on the next week. Thanksgiving prep is going to be my goal for this week. Yeah, I just love it. Another week, Thanksgiving this week. I filled out December. I like when I fill it out myself in here because it helps me to remember things to do. Oh, I gotta send my nephew brownies. I send him brownies every year for his birthday. It's like he's a kid. He's like in his 40s. So that is the Cultivate What Matters 3-month daily planner. And depending on what cover you get, it is $34 for the 3 months. So that's just a little over $10 a month for this beautiful planner. I got this one on sale though, so you can check for sales. I'll leave the link below. I think what I will do is I think I'm not going to use the Erin Condren. I just ordered some HanCanPlan stickers, but I ordered them for this, for my Planner Perfect Traveler's Notebook, and not for the Erin Condren. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick with my Planner Perfect as always. That's my number one. And then I'm going to use this, the Cultivate What Matters, when I sit down in the morning, do my morning pages, and just think about my day. So I love it. I think this is a good setup for now, and it keeps me organized for the busy season that's coming, or that's already here, actually. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to visit me on Instagram. It's at jimmy.journalsandplans, all one word. And also Jenny Penton's Instagram at Planner Perfect. She has a lot of good stuff and reels and stories that she has been doing more regularly, and I love those. It's just so inspiring. And also, if you're not a member of the Planner Perfect Facebook group, go be a member. You won't regret it. It's just a fun, good group. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.